Hello, everyone that's out there. This is Amanda Way coming with you with the Esri Method Mastermind. It is April 10th, 2019, and I'm extremely excited to be here because I have some great information to give to you. For those that don't know, the Esri Method is a way for you to earn while you learn. And I know that that's probably thrown around a lot, but we are truly earning while we're learning here, and we're showing others how to do the same. Not only that, we are showing people how to generate traffic consistently using some really easy strategies that I learned when I was so confused when I got into this industry back in 2015. I made a commitment to myself and others that if I learned how to do this and I was able to earn consistently, I would show others how to do the same. And that's why I'm basically here, because I made a commitment. If people are willing to take the time to educate themselves and follow some simple strategies that I use, they will be able to earn the same way as me. They will be able to do the same thing, and duplication is key. So that's why we have the mastermind. These people that you see tonight have made a commitment, to be in this from the start to the end, to the finish, and however long that may take. It may take 90 days, it may take 6 months, but we're in this for the long haul, because we know that with online business opportunities and learning traffic, it doesn't happen overnight. But if you are consistent, you will see much success. And I was able to crack the code with this online business within my first 90 days, and started earning very consistently within my first 6 months. I'm now earning $100,000 plus per year, and just by spending a few hours a day online, if that, sometimes not even that much time. And like I was telling people the other day, I had my light bulb moment in 2016 where things just really started to come together, and I really started to understand what I was doing wrong, what I was doing right, and get rid of all of the things that I didn't need, okay? Because that's the thing. I had a lot of stuff in my head that was really frustrating me and making me feel cloudy up here, because I thought that there was a lot that I needed to do, not really understanding that there's really not a lot that you need to do. It has to just be consistent, and you take a couple of things and you do a rinse and repeat. So we're going to go over that tonight, what that rinse and repeat actually looks like, okay? So I put together this presentation because I think this will really open up and help people to understand what they need to do in order to see an online consistent income online, okay? And that's why I put together this presentation. So give me 1 second. I just want to see what's going on in the chat box here. Okay, so what I did, I put together Mastermind 2019. We're going to just discuss briefly traffic generation and leverage. This is really to give you an idea of what to expect when you're starting out online as far as traffic, and depending on what type of traffic you're using, how quickly you should see results. And I just want to let people know that this is not guaranteed in stone, but this is a really good estimate, not just based off of my results, but based off of a lot of six-figure earners in the industry, the things that they do consistently and how much they're earning and how long it takes. So, it's so funny because one of my mentors, or one of the people that I work with, it took him 7 years to crack the code, okay? For me, it took a year and a half to crack the code. But I was spinning around in circles for a year and a half before I really understood what I needed to do. So what I realize is that a lot of people that take a very long time to learn and understand what to do, they don't have a mentor, a coach, or a blueprint. And those things are extremely important, because you can go into 1,000 programs and have a sponsor for all 1,000 programs, but it does not add up to a coach or a mentor, okay? So, for example, you could be in college and somebody sponsors you into a program to come and intern at a location, right? But your intern is not going to be as hands-on as getting the education that you need before you go into the intern, right? So you need kind of both, but you really need the educational part first, right? If you're going to go in and you're going to be a doctor, you want to know all of the ins and outs of how it works and things like that. And someone that is educated and been through that journey or have taken those classes and gotten their degrees, those are the people that you're going to want to go to, okay? And that's the thing. A sponsor is just making a commission off of you, and they're actually just allowing you to earn from the program that they're in, right? But a mentor is going to actually teach you and educate you and take you by the hand step by step to make sure that you're successful. So that's the difference. You know, a lot of people said, I got a sponsor and they sponsored me into this program and then I didn't see them again, or they went into the witness protection program, right? That's what we get a lot. And the reason why that happens is because that they're just sponsoring you into a program. That's not your mentor. That's not your coach, okay? Of course, granted, some of them will help you along the way, but it does become extremely time consuming if you're a newbie and you're looking to earn within this online industry and you don't know what you're doing, okay? So I just wanted to really touch on that because I think people need to know the difference between the two. So here, you know, basically how traffic works with the online industry. We have paid traffic, we have free traffic. Paid traffic works faster than free traffic. I decided to use the free traffic method. Why? Because I wanted to see how long it was going to take to actually start working. Not only that, I love organic traffic, not really purchasing from someone's list. And I wanted to be able to do this in a way where people can duplicate it if they were on a budget. So for that single mom out there like me that may have 2 or 3 children that cannot pay for traffic on a weekly basis, I wanted to see what methods that they can use to be able to start earning using free traffic. And that's where I come in at, where I've tried different types of traffic strategies, and some of them work really good and some of them don't. But what I did was I've taken the ones that work really well and I've compiled it into the mastermind, which is where we're at now. And what I love about it is you don't have to know everything. You don't have to know every strategy, but you do need to be able to master 2 of them and use them on a consistent basis to start earning consistently. For my group, for the mastermind, we're going to do 3, but I really mainly just use 2, okay? And what I was told by a 7-figure coach, you always want to make sure the pipeline is full, which means that your link is going out on a consistent basis, which is going to ultimately allow you to bring in opt-ins and sales, which leads to commissions. So for example, like you see commercials, McDonald's commercials, Walmart commercials, Burger King commercials, they are advertising on a daily basis because they know that the more that they're advertising and get their information in front of people, the more sales they're going to generate, the more people are going to come into their store. That's why we have commercials, whether it's a billboard, whether it's on a radio station, whether it's on YouTube, you know, whether it's on your television, right? We have all of these commercials that come because they generate tons of money through these commercials that we watch. And with the online industry, our commercial is our funnel, okay? The traffic is our commercial. So that funnel being pumped out to these different social media methods that we use is going to allow people to see your information over and over again, exactly like a commercial, but just not on $1 billion budget. Okay, so it does the same thing. It acts the same way. And that's what I love about it. So, you know, another thing we discussed, guys, it's a numbers game. And I always tell people that, you know, people get confused about things being saturated. Too many people seeing the same thing. That's never going to happen, not in this $1 billion industry, because it is a $1 billion industry. Okay, there's more than enough money to go around. More than enough money to be made. I'm probably touching less than 1% of the income that's out there to be made. So what we're going to do in the first 30 days with the mastermind is basically building the foundation, making sure everyone and everything is set up and in place properly, okay? That is talking about your funnel, your autoresponder is set up, that it works, is actively working, and that you know how to use it and what it's supposed to do. So those things are important, making sure that whatever you're using for traffic is up and running, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Craigslist, all of those different platforms that we're going to go over, making sure that it works properly, because nobody wants to put in your link and it goes to a dead end, right? We want it to make sure that it goes to a capture page, then it goes to a sales page, and then it goes to an autoresponder. So the first 30 days is really basically about building the foundation, getting comfortable enough doing the same thing over and over again until it's like riding a bike, right? And then within the 60 days, applying traffic. We're going to be working mainly with free organic traffic. I think that you can make I feel, and a lot of people agree with me, is that you can make more money when you have a person that knows, like, and trusts you, okay? So how do we do that? We use organic traffic where people can get onto your mailing list and they can see a face. They know that you're a part of a program that works. They see you in Hangouts. They see that you have a Facebook page, that you're a real person. Okay, I had a person that said they joined a company with a person that was way in another country, and come to find out it didn't work, you know. And that basically happens a lot of times because you get comfortable with a person, but if you don't see them out there often enough, that person may not buy from you, okay? And if they do, and then they turn around and look at it a week or 2 weeks later and notice, like, oh my gosh, I bought from this person, but they had a fake Facebook account, or they had two videos on a YouTube channel, you know, and then it's like you realize you've been scammed. So that's why we build a rapport. We put out ongoing content. We put out information on Facebook, or we continuously send information on Craigslist, whatever platform you decide to use. You just do it consistently, because then people will know that is Amanda Ray, or that is Roger, or I remember Cheryl. I seen her last week, and I seen her last month, and I seen her 3 months ago. And I get that all the time. People feel like they've watched me for so long, they know me, and I speak from the heart. It's not like I'm reading from something, like, you know, I'm studying something and trying to take someone else's stuff, or whatever you want to call it. But just to let people know you're a real person, they have something that they can connect with, or a person that they connect with. You know, somebody might say, well, Amanda's a single mom like me, or she has 2 children like me, or she's been struggling. I get this a lot. She struggled her first year and a half like I have, you know. So they have something to relate to, so that they can know, like, and trust you, and then ultimately purchase from you and do business with you. And then we have 90 days where, you know, you continue to pump traffic, and that's where the snowball effect comes into place. This is the most exciting time within your first 90 days, is when you get to 90 days, because that's when you start to see those commissions and those sales pick up slowly but surely, and it starts to become more consistent. We have 3 sales a week, 4 sales a week. You have 5 commissions coming in here, 3 commissions coming in there, and you start to really understand what's happening. So I remember within my first 3 to 4 months, I realized that I got a lot of sales on Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays. And then I realized Thursdays and Fridays, people didn't really buy from me much. And on Wednesdays, it was kind of like a little bit. And, you know, I said to my mentor, well, why does that happen? And he's like, Amanda, that's the industry. Like, people hate to go back to work on Mondays. So people start dreading work on Sundays, right? So you're going to get a lot of people that are going to look at opportunities on Sundays because they're thinking about, I need to get out of my job. So Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays are when people are anxious about getting into an opportunity, because they're dreading going back to work. 200,000 people a day are looking to leave their jobs, right? Fridays and Saturdays, Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays, numbers are going to go down because people get paid on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and they're out at the bars, or they're at the movies, or they're going out to dinner, and they're doing things with their family. So they're not really online even thinking about an online opportunity or how to make money from home, because they're spending the money, right? And then Wednesdays is that day where it's kind of like in the middle. So you may have people spend money with you on Wednesdays. It may not happen. And you know what? It's so funny that he said it because it is consistently a pattern. I have made $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 on a Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That's never happened to me on a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. And not to say I didn't make money on those days, it just was never as high as Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays. So just knowing things like this and knowing how this platform works and what to expect, it really helps a lot. Another thing, in the summertime, people don't really buy as much as they do in the winter because children are out of school. People start their summer vacation, and they're going on vacation. So what are they doing? They're spending all of their money on vacation, and then when kids are going back to school in September, things slow down a little bit then. Why? Because people are purchasing all of their kids' stuff for school, or they're getting their kids prepared to go to college, and they have to get them their stuff for their dorm and things like that. So, these are things that I didn't learn or no one really told me about until I had a mentor. Once I had a coach and I had someone that could take me by the hand, and really had me to understand, because I remember one year in the summertime, I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm not making anything. And he goes, Amanda, it's always like this in the summer. It's dead. Everyone is on vacation. So that's what we're going to learn and get to understand when we're going through this 90-day blitz. And then, of course, we have 120 days where you start to see consistency from your efforts. It's a rinse and repeat. So what I mean by rinse and repeat is that every 90 days, it's kind of like it starts over again. So when you're building your fourth month, you're building for those people that seen your information when you were in your 60 days. And then it just keeps going. So what I tell people is, if a person doesn't buy from you right away and they are looking to do business with you, you have to give them 2 to 3 months. So if you're consistently pumping the pipeline every 2 to 3 months, you have consistent traffic coming in, which just continuously adds up. Some people, it's not going to take them that much time, and some people, it's going to take them a little bit longer. But the average is going to be 2 to 3 months, okay? So if we're doing this consistently, we're going to keep seeing those people trickle in, and then it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger because you're just going around and around and around in a circle, okay? So then here we talk about the mastermind process, which is basically, in this mastermind, is about educating yourself about the process, which I didn't get in the beginning of time because I was just purchasing a whole bunch of stuff. But I didn't really educate myself about the process to actually start earning online, making sure that everything was set up correctly. I remember running traffic and my link was going nowhere. That sucks. So just making sure that we have a team of people, that can check in and make sure that your funnel is actually working the way that it needs to. Make sure you are set up correctly to receive traffic, start building traffic, which is where we're at now, and getting members familiar with online traffic strategies, which is what we're doing as well. So the mastermind is basically making a commitment, being held accountable, because we all know if you don't do what you're supposed to do, whether you paid or not, you're out the group, right? Because this is about teamwork. And we want to just make sure that people are familiar with the process and that people stay tuned in. And we made it convenient for everyone. We're talking about 8 hours a week, 3 to 4 days a week, which is not bad at all to build your business. What should your numbers look like? There's no definite with numbers. I always tell people that what may work, what may go fast for me may not go fast for the other person or go even faster for the next person. It all depends. There's a lot of top earners that make way more than me, and they may not even be putting out as much content as me, but they may have been in this industry way longer than me. It's like you never know. But with this experience, you can have an estimate of what it should look like. So it's a ballpark figure of what you should be earning based off of your efforts and your consistency. And we can know this because we have converting funnels. the funnels that we use, the capture pages and sales page that we use have been tested and proven to work. So the hard part is taken out. That's the hard part, and we've taken it out for you. You just have to stick with the experience and run the traffic. Okay. So knowing your numbers, we go based off of conversion rates. Our funnel, the funnel that we're currently using, is performing at 40% or more, which is really good. And again, we're going off of basically we're working on warm traffic. That's what we're practicing right now. Okay. So the way that we're promoting right now and what we're doing as a team is going out to warm traffic. Cold traffic is really solo ads, purchasing clicks, and hot traffic is people that have been on your list for a while, that know you, that may have seen you over and over again through the emails that you send to them, or that the information that they may see on your Facebook page. That is really considered hot traffic. Cold traffic, of course, takes longer to convert into sales. Warm traffic is a shorter amount of time. And then your hot traffic, those are people that want to buy today. Okay, they're ready to go. They've been watching you. They've been studying you. They know what you're all about, and they're ready to hit that button. Okay, and then we have the opt-ins. What we're looking at right now is 2 to 3 signups for every 100 to 150 opt-ins. And I gave these numbers out for YouTube. I'm averaging, if I get 500 views on a video, that equates to about anywhere from I'm talking about 10 to 15 sales just from that one video. Okay, sometimes a little less depending on what time of the year, sometimes a little bit more depending on what time of the year. And again, I'm hitting these people consistently with my email list, and everyone that's in a mastermind has access or already have those email swipes that we went in and edited and updated for every person that's a part of our team. Okay, so that's the end of that. Does anyone have any questions before, from the presentation we just went over? Hey, Jason, I was looking for you, bud. I didn't know if you was going to be on today. What's going on?
Yeah, I had, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I had my Wi-Fi here is terrible. It took me probably 30 minutes to even get on. So that's been the hold up here.
Okay.
So I really like what you're showing them, showing everybody the conversion rates and all that good stuff. I think to me, Amanda, I don't know. I know you've promoted a lot of different programs. Is this the highest conversion rates you've seen in your programs? Because it's the highest.
This is the highest. This is the highest so far. I haven't seen anything that converts like it yet. So we're gonna run with it. Yeah, we're definitely run with it. And just to let everybody know, as we speak, the funnel is being updated. So by next week, when you guys go to your link, you're going to see the updates of the funnel. It's being updated as we speak, and it's going to be great. It's going to now include the mastermind and the other ways that we're going to be able to earn while we learn. That will be a part of the funnel, and I'm going to redo the sales page. So, the sales page presentation. So that presentation that comes up, that's gonna be done over once I get my makeup on, cover up the my hair looking crazy. But once I get myself, dolled up, I'll go ahead and redo that. And the programmer that works on the site is updating the sales funnel. I told him we have so many people that are reaching out to us now about the mastermind and wanting to come aboard with the mastermind and really learn how to do this. So we're like, why don't we just incorporate it into the S3 method? So people know that for those who want to take it to the next level and they're ready to be committed to the process, have the opportunity to do so, right? And even for me, if you guys don't know, I haven't been on YouTube really hardly ever. This is a commitment for me too, because I used to get on YouTube like once a week and do a video, and now every day I'm like rushing my family, like, get in the car, we gotta go, they're waiting on me, So it's not even just a commitment for you guys, it's a commitment for me as well. And sometimes I don't think about it. Because, when you start making money consistently online, it's like you get a little lackadaisical, right? It gets a little bit like, you can lay back and relax and, put your sunscreen on and do, but sometimes we still have to, you have to be hungry in the industry. You have to still keep moving forward. And all it's going to do is just allow you to make more money. So like right now, of course, I'm making way more money than I did last month because I'm now pumping videos every single day. So what's going to happen? It's just, that's the way that this works. And that's what I love about it. I tell people all the time, I say like my boyfriend, like we want to go on vacation. And I'm like, well, I'm going to have to double up at work. Instead of doing, 3 hours this week, I'm going to have to do 4 or 5 hours, every day if I want to make the extra money to go and take a nice vacation or whatever. And that's what I love about it. I don't have to wait for a 50-cent raise. That's just like awesome. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars from just doing a little bit more work, and it's just phenomenal. I remember waiting, thinking, oh gosh, I got to talk to my boss tomorrow. I hope I get my review, my 90-day review, and I probably am not going to get this 50-cent raise because I was late 4 days, and just wrecking my brain about all the things I didn't do at work, but all the things I did great. Now, all you have to do is just come online and you'll start to notice, you know what? I want to go and take this trip. I want to have more time with my family to do this. And you just come and you run a little bit more traffic and it goes a long way. So I had a guy that reached out to me. He reached out to me last, I want to say it was Friday. And he's like, I've seen some of your videos for the Power Lead system, which is, everybody know we're using it as our funnel. And he's like, I want to get involved. And he reached out to some other people, but he's like, I really had a connection with you. And, I just want to ask you some questions. So sometimes I hate really speaking for a long period of time with people. I try to keep it short because, what I call it is sponsor shopping, where they go from one to another to the next till they figure out who they want to do business with. And I didn't hear from him. I spoke to him Friday and I didn't hear anything and I didn't think nothing of it. I think he popped into my head maybe one time, like, I wonder if he ever got in. And then I get a call today and I was at, I go to get laser surgery on my face, every so often. So I was at my laser surgery appointment and he calls me and he's like, Amanda, what do I need to do now? And I said, oh, what happened? I was a little confused because people get on the phone and they start talking to you like you're supposed to know exactly where they're from. I spoke to 1,000 people. So I'm like, okay, so what was he supposed to do again? And he goes, it's me, it's Dan. I'm like, Dan from when? And then he's, refreshing my memory. And he's like, I'm all in. I'm all in. I joined you. I need my funnel set up. I'm ready to go. And it was just like, yes, every time you think it's not working or things slow down, it just picks right back up. So I earned a $520 commission this morning, like on my way to my laser surgery appointment. I didn't even think this guy was going to show up, and that's what I tell people. You don't have to have long conversations with people. When you have something that works, the proof is in the pudding. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. You don't have to really sell yourself. You're just giving your story, right? We're not salesmen. We're not out here to sell anything. We're just giving our story, letting people know what you can do to help them, and then allowing them to take that help to, to start their online business journey, right? That's what we're doing. So really quick, I'm going to share one thing with you guys, and then we're going to wrap it up so I can go and have a little bit of dinner. But here, just going into my, and I think I was telling you guys how my Power Lead system account, how it started not really doing well. It wasn't doing well at all. And I wasn't promoting it, as heavy and, consistently. And now, guys, look at this. Gosh, this started 6 o'clock this morning. So while I was sleeping, 6 o'clock a.m., I was still, the slob's drooling off, right, at 6 in the morning, like most of us. But gold member, diamond member, 11:30, diamond member, here goes fast start bonus, 11:57. This is when I was getting my laser surgery appointment, $400, $100, $100, $20. And then 4 o'clock, start right back up, gold member, $20, $100. All of this is just from, guys, you see the dates? the time, 6 o'clock to 4 o'clock, all of these sales came through. Why? YouTube marketing, man. YouTube marketing, it works. My videos, Hangouts, other people, whatever you can get your hands on, you put it out there, and YouTube is a monster. I showed you guys keyword research. There's no reason why you're not using the keywords that I told you. They work. So this is what I had just for today. And then, April 9th, which was yesterday, I had one person come in. The 8th, 3 sales here on the 8th, just very consistent. Look, the 7th, guys, which is about 3 days ago, another fast start bonus, $400 right there, boom, $100, boom. Consistent. Anybody, guys, if I could do this, anybody could do this. I didn't go to school for this. Just doing the same thing over and over and over again, being consistent. When I first came online, I was not doing PowerPoint presentations. I just started doing it for the mastermind. Short videos, straight to the point, 15, 20 minutes max. Keep the Hangouts short, add them. Put your link in the description. People will reach out to you. They will, I promise you. They will reach out to you. They want to know more about you. How do they get started? Where do they go to click on the link to get started? And that's what we want to do. We want to just stay consistent, because the people will take you serious if you're consistent. Okay? So let's just keep moving forward. Let's keep pushing forward. We will be back tomorrow. Thursday and Friday is going to be hosted by Scott. Thank you so much for doing that for me. I really appreciate it. I will be getting myself ready for this this travel journey. And I will be, once I get connected to some Wi-Fi out of the country, we will continue to stay connected and keep pushing forward. So I look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow. Make sure that you're loading your videos. If you need help with anything, whether that's your funnel, whatever you need, just reach out to myself, Scott, or Jason, and we're going to keep pushing forward. I want to just thank everyone for being here tonight. Stay inspired, stay connected, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.